California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep football this fall at 1407 Auto Parkway in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event with new inventory arriving daily. You won't Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in summer.
We'll never leave you either, especially not in summer. Hi, this is John Villa, and that's my son Tom singing. The average age of the car on the road today is at least 12 years old. The older the car, the more TLC it requires, especially during summer. So now's the time to come in for a free battery and alternator check at Via Automotive. The summer heat can be brutal on your car's electrical system, so let us make sure everything is working right. If you do need service, remember that our technicians are iCar and ASC certified, which means they know your car from bumper to bumper.
No, never
At Via Automotive, we'll never leave you, whether it's spring, summer, winter, or fall, and that's a promise. Look us up online at via-automotive.com or call 781-3925. Via Automotive. Let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Okay, well, we'll fix that right now. Follow the play.
Drew Harrigan going right
There
up
we
the middle,
go.
met by a wall of Cardinals up front. Sounds like we're getting audio now there, Brian.
We are getting audio. Thank you, Jordan, for the heads up. So many things going on. We had to call a couple audibles in the booth as the Royals pull up a third down here. A third and that was
third and 9 about it. They may have given him a yard there, but that'd be about it. Maybe even a half yard. Not a lot of movement here early for the Royals. While I was muted, we were talking about this D line for the Cardinals. A lot of talent there. We'll talk about them more as the game goes on.
3rd and 10 officially on the scoreboard for these Royals. Under center is Souza, and a flag coming out from the far sideline.
I mean, encroachment on the defense, a bit on the hard count there. So Royals going to get a little bit of help, march it a little closer, but still going to be in dire straits as it's going to be 3rd and medium. And this is an offense that's yet to gain a full yard of yardage yet on 2 play attempts.
3rd and 5 for the Royals. Souza under center, single back, throws down the line, pass complete, weaves out past the 25, Chase Untall with the completion.
Taken down there by Isaiah Kidd. Isaiah Kidd had an interception last week for the Cardinals. Chase Untall hasn't been a major factor in the passing game yet this year, but that's because there hasn't been much of a passing game yet this year. Souza's the leading quarterback. Actually, it looks like tonight it's going to be Thomas Glenn under center.
Thomas Glenn, yeah, under center. There we go. Thought it was Souza, and a pitch out to the left side to Drew Harrigan.
Isaiah Kidd again getting on that action, coming off that side. He's been playing a lot of that rover defensive back position, that kind of flex safety, corner, wherever they really need him, outside linebacker. He's going to be a big factor behind that D-line. To get touchback on that D-line, Maze Pesci and Tristan Fui going to be the guys up front that are going to make a lot of big things happen. They're 2 guys that have generated a lot of D1 interest, including your home away from home, San Jose State.
Let's go Spartans. Under center, Glenn. Hands off to the back, pushes forward as Harrigan, and Harrigan gets out to the 34-yard line before he's taken to the turf. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5, we'll call it a 4 for Mission Prep. And we're looking down the roster here. When they came into camp, the battle for quarterback was between Vinny Orlando and Drew Souza, and now we have Thomas Glenn. Coach must have saw something in that trickery play where he connected with Luke Terry for the 65-yard pass. A jump at the line by the defense brings up the flag, and that's going to be a 1st down for Mission Prep.
There's a little bit of argument going on down there. It looks like Cornelius Tawaya jumping off sides there. All it takes is the jump in high school. You don't have to make contact. And a lot of times even the players have that communication issue. If you cross into the neutral zone at all, they'll throw the flag, and that's what that was.
So 2 flags on this play, plus 10 yards for the Royals. And the handoff out of the backfield once again from Glenn to Harrigan. And that's a short gain out to the 40.
Been really impressed by the play from the right guard. I don't think he's made my roster yet. Number 61 down there for the Royals. See if you've got him. He's been getting a big push up front against some tough customers. The issue's been some bleed through on the sides. There we saw a good gang tackle. But when the ball's been moving, it's been through the play of the guards up front. Maybe Gabe Almada now that I look at how they're lined up here.
Glenn talking to his back. We have a whistle. Officials timeout.
Looks like a spot of blood on Drew Harrigan, so you got to get that cleaned up and looked at by a trainer real quick. So going to have Ronnie Kardashian entering the game. Ronnie Kardashian had some fantastic carries last week, especially in clutch situations. Had 4th and shorts, 3rd and longs that he's able to convert, particularly out of 10 personnel, which means he was the only running back or tight end in formation. He had 4 wide receivers out there. It's really tough for running backs to make that room happen, but he made it happen last week. So I'm excited to see Ronnie Kardashian get some more looks here today.
Kardashian in the backfield at the 35-yard line. Takes the fakes the handoff, pass out to Luke Terry. broken up by Luis Ortega, the junior 5'11" defensive back, breaking things up.
Some really good faith shown there between the wide receiver and quarterback. That ball was thrown to the center before the wide receiver had even hit his break. So that gave Terry a great chance to see where he needed to go when he hit that slant in for that post. Just had to get over a Cardinal on the way, and that didn't happen.
Pressure at the line. A bobble of the ball by Glenn and brought down at the 30. They're going to give him the yardage at the 32, 31 yard, 41.9. Can't do my math today. I need to go back to kindergarten.
Bring up a fourth down, unfortunately. We saw some of those bad snaps and exchanges. As a former center, I've got to say it's always the quarterback's fault, but that looks like it was probably a low snap that hit just the bottom hand. When he went to compensate, popped it straight up into the air, and there's nothing you can do after that. You've got to just get possession and fall to the ground, and that's what happened.
Punt unit out. Thomas Glenn sends this one out of bounds from the 25-yard line. And it goes out. They're going to mark it out at the 41. I got that one right this time. So it's going to be Cardinals ball for the first time when we come back. 6:48 on the clock. Mission Prep football continues, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Get a head start on your New Year's goals with Kennedy Club Fitness. Locations all over San Luis Obispo County. You've got classes, sauna, steam room, tub, and a heated pool. It's where I work out. It's Kennedy Club Fitness.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football, presented by California Fresh Market, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. We're inside La Playa Stadium on the campus of Santa Barbara City College. First drive for the Cardinals. Looking for a pass. Under pressure, steps out of the pocket on the run, and driven to the turf is Rojas. And then on the play, Armin Clayton for the Royals, making the stop.
Tua Rojas is a real dual-threat quarterback, as there's going to be a hold against the Cardinals here. He's going to be the type of guy that you've got to respect the pass on. Last week against Foothill, he was 12 for 17, 186 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Didn't throw a single interception. That's the type of debut you want to have as a quarterback, efficiently moving the ball down the field and ensuring the completions. And you can see there, if you're worried too much about playing coverage, he's not afraid to tuck the ball and get upfield. He's a real dual-threat quarterback, and I think someone that the Cardinals are going to be really happy to have, especially for a young team. Only 2 seniors here for Bishop Diego, as this is a kind of interim period for them. I always hate the term rebuilding for high school because it's rebuilding for who? This is just a period between large senior classes.
Next year will be very large, as they have a number of juniors on the squad. Man in motion. Under center is Rojas. The pitch to the back. Running out to the left side, the right side. And gains a couple yards, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And Loda.
Yeah, it looks like Jason Lotu running the ball there. A little bit tough to read these. The Cardinals have already gone through a number of running backs. The expected running back coming into this year was Misa Payao. He's out with a knee injury. We saw him on crutches for the coin toss. So someone who's still very much involved with the team, still a captain of that team. Just unable to play, and it's a real disappointment because he's already starting to get some major offers, including Cal Poly.
I formation for the Cardinals. Man in motion. Hand off to the back. Keeps it himself, does Rojas, the forward pitch. And quickly brought down by Jaden Nozil on the tackle.
Jaden Nozil is not the biggest guy, but he's got those wheels and is not afraid to make contact. And you just saw him use his entire frame there and just get a huge launch in the tackle. You like to see that when you get the smaller players out there, that they know how to translate their speed into kinetic energy. There's a lot of kinetic energy in that tackle there for Nozil.
And Dominic Herrera being tackled by Nozil. We're facing a 3rd down and 9 following the pitch by Rojas. Tua Rojas is a sophomore for Bishop Diego. A whistle coming in. Flag from the near side. It's going to be offsides on the defense.
I think he's having the same talk with the Royals that they've already had with the Cardinal, which is the neutral zone's got to be completely clear. And I think there's also a warning there to Gabe Almada about his jersey that he's got to tuck it in. But that they want to make sure that there's no, cheating, no little bit of a head start for the defense. And so even though he didn't jump, he was lined up illegally.
Rojas in the backfield, single back with him. That'd be Isaiah Kitt. And another flag coming in from the near side.
I've never seen a stickler. He's right. Like, these are flags, and this one's going to be called on Dominic Herrera. He was lined up in the neutral zone as a wide receiver, which will upset the O-line to no end because as a wide receiver, you can look and see where the ball is. There's no excuse for that. There he was past the ball, and they're going to back him on up. Sometimes you can fudge that a little bit, especially when it's just a hair. I don't think he's that far off sides, but they're not giving any leeway to either side tonight.
We're back to 3rd and 9 following offsetting penalties basically on 2 plays. And Rojas taken down in the backfield. A big tackle by way of Champ Morrissey.
Yeah, Champ Morrissey just beats the block there, pushes his way through the line, and with the pocket collapsing, there is nowhere for Rojas to go outside of the waiting arms of Champ Morrissey. He's going to get the credit, but you got to give it to the whole D-line there. Nowhere for Rojas to escape. We talked about his dual threat capabilities, and there's just nowhere for him to express them there. A defensive sack.
Rojas rolling out to the right side, waiting for the opportunity to punt down the sideline. This takes a favorable bounce for the Cardinals inside the 10, down at the 7, possibly 6-yard line. Mission Prep ball.
What a kick. I like Rojas' presence of mind to threaten the run there. That's the beauty you get when you get those rollout punter, dual threat athletes kicking the ball. Forced the defense to come up and cover. Also gave time for the coverage team to get down so they could down that ball. Just a beautiful job setting that punt up and setting the coverage team up for success.
Royals taking the ball deep inside their own territory. 2:58 on the clock. We are scoreless in the first quarter.
There is a flag out all the way back at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Way
back
Diego,
there.
Yeah.
Way back there. A lone little flag.
Yeah, I think the...
Let's get the Steven cam on that one real quick.
Yeah, sure. Because
it's not on camera, and Steven's and
yeah, go and flash
Charles
that on.
Shout out to Charles if you're watching.
Last time I was in this box, it was with Charles Summer. They're discussing what's going on right now. As you can see, there's the flag, and we're going to get a view of the referees there now. And
so
didn't see what the penalty was, but it is against the Royals, and I think they're going to take it halfway to the goal line. So we'll be on the 3.5-yard line to start this drive for the Royals.
So deep in their own territory, pushed up against the goal line. Sharing the link out to a couple of the people on the interwebs while we do the broadcast. If you got friends and family out there, share the link with them. Let them know we're live from the Playa Stadium. Beautiful sunset going on. We'll show that at halftime for you. That'll be our halftime entertainment once we get there.
As much as I've got a pit in my heart against Santa Barbara City College as someone who's worked at Hancock for quite some time, this is probably the best place to play football on the Central Coast.
Rolling out, looking for some room is Chase Untall, and gets across the 5 out to the 7. So half the distance,
of course,
gained.
We'll add on that is Save Spano Stadium, obviously, which is where we'll be calling home if we missed week 1. All of Mission Prep's games will be played on the campus of Cal Poly at Alex G. Spano Stadium on Mustang Memorial Field. So Mission really probably playing on the best fields possible for almost the entirety of this year. It's really a fortunate year for them in that regard.
One of the fields I wish I could be a part of is the Paso Robles game, but I'll be out of town that week. Hand off to Untall up the middle. We're going to see some unusual names taking the ball right now.
Well, they're really using that silver T formation to its fullest. You want to use every running back there so that the defense can't be lazy. They can't commit to one spot in particular. They can't just watch one guy's feet. You always hear, linebackers follow the guards, all of that. Well, if the guards are using misdirection because it's a misdirection by the running back, well, suddenly they can't follow. You've got to be able to play gap and all that. And so I expect to see a lot of different runners today.
Luke Terry in motion. And we have a whistle.
Timeout, Mission.
Timeout taken on the field. Mission wants to talk it over on 3rd down and 6. So we'll let them talk it over, and we'll be right back. Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Family is ingrained in the core values of Mission Prep. So when picking cars, why not stay with family? And that means Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Yup, Hyundai Slow, located right on Auto Park Way off of Los Osos Valley Road, keeps it in the family with the Mission Prep familiarity involved. So go check out Hyundai Slow today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. And tell them the Royals sent you.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn.
Tonight's first quarter is presented by Via Automotive. Always protecting your family with all their automotive technology knowledge and auto body repair technology. Hand off to the left side. Luke Terry getting some room, gets the first down on 3rd down. And that first down is presented by the Mountain Air. Located downtown San Luis Obispo, helping the novice and the experienced explore the outdoors since 1975.
That option wasn't really there last week against Bakersfield Christian. Bakersfield Christian did a great job containing those sweep plays. Here tonight we see Luke Terry get one here early against the Cardinals. It might be something that they're going to go back to time and time again. There's been a huge push through the middle, really pinching down on the O-line from the Cardinals. So that room to the outside might be there.
Handoff. Sutter step, getting some room. Chase Untall pushes forward with a big 5-yard gain, working the protection at the line of scrimmage to gain that yardage. That brings up 2nd down. We're approaching a minute left here in the Via Automotive first quarter.
Big gain on 1st down. That really helps things out for this offense. You talk about run-heavy offenses. That 1st down, one of the most important in the drive because it opens things up or closes things off for the rest of the series until you reset that box.
A drive that started at the 3-yard line, now at the 27. Handoff up the middle, working the right hash mark. And Drew Harrigan gains enough for the 1st down. That is another Mountain Air 1st down, Steven.
And they're moving the chains. And when they started that far back, even if this doesn't end up hitting pay dirt, this is already a huge successful drive because they're at the 31-yard line, starting from their own 3.5. Got out from the shadow of their own goalpost. They can start playing a little bit looser and controlling the ball. It's going to help them control their own stamina and all that. They're the smaller school between two fairly small schools. So when you compare sidelines, making sure your guys are fresh, very important.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Hand off to Harrigan. Harrigan with some wheels of steel rolling. And that's another 1st down, creeping towards the 50. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line of Mission Prep. And that's another Mountain Air 1st down. Again, this first quarter presented by Via Automotive. Their motto is our family taking care of your family. And Via Automotive takes it to heart. The Via Automotive and auto body repair business has the experience and equipment to diagnose and repair any problem you can think of, and most you can't. So go check them out. They're proud supporting sponsors. We're taking a break. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football continues on PSN. Presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Do you want to eat where the Royals eat? Well, just because the game finishes doesn't mean there's no 5th quarter spot. And for us, it's Milestone Tavern, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football, located right off of Foothill with all the TVs, all the fresh drinks, and fantastic food specials every single night. Milestone Tavern is open every day and the favorite spot for our Mission Prep Royals. Milestone Tavern, go check them out.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football, presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. California Fresh Market is your headquarters for all your football party needs. Pick up game day appetizers from their famous wing bar. California Fresh Market, a proud presenting sponsor of Mission Prep Football.
Well, entering in the second quarter, we just had a big first down by Drew Harrigan. He's starting to find that open air, that fresh air, that mountain air that's opening up those lanes for him. They're on a successful drive right now. They're getting near midfield. They're going to be looking at our Cardinal territory for the first time tonight. This is only the second time they've had the ball. The clock is moving very quickly tonight.
Bringing that Bishop Peaks air down here to the coastline of Santa Barbara. Bishop Prep ball 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of their own. Handoff up the middle and a power slam on Drew Harrigan.
Just caught right around the shoulder pads and rotated. Problem is, when you rotate someone like that, you're giving him yardage. I think Drew Harrigan got 2 more yards, probably should have, off of that tackle just from the flourish. But we'll see. If it energizes this defense, you'll take anything you can get to get that breath back in your lungs for the defense, because they've been getting pushed backwards and backwards, looking like bears on roller skates.
12.5 minutes of scoreless football here at La Playa Stadium. And a handoff to Terry. Terry gets a block and moves out for the first down. Another Mountain Air first down well into Bishop Diego territory.
And that lead block was put there by Drew Harrigan. One of the things that's always impressed me while I've been working with the Royals, which has been for most of Coach Schuster's tenure, has been that willingness for the running backs to be team players and make those big plays happen. There, Drew Harrigan getting a kick-out block that helps move the chains while Luke Carey carries the ball.
This second quarter presented by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line of Bishop Diego. Handoff to Harrigan. Harrigan spins the wheels, pushes forward, gets out to the 39-yard line. And that is a 2nd down and 7 for Mission Prep. 10:45 on the clock here in the second quarter.
One of the things that I'm looking across and seeing on one side versus the other, a lot of hands on hips for the line for Bishop Diego right now. While the Mission Prep Royals offensive line still look pretty fresh and ready in this game, that should tell you a little bit about how the psychological warfare is going down in the trenches. We can't hear what they're saying, but we can see what they're doing.
Single receiver out to the left side. Thomas Glenn, the starting quarterback tonight. Hand off to Luke Terry. Terry gets another block, pushed out this time by Gabe Amata. No gain or a short loss on bringing up 3rd down and 8 now.
Yeah, a little bit of a bleed through there leading to the tackle. Just one more block, and I think Terry could have popped that out quite wide, but you can say that on a lot of running plays. Could be a 3rd and long. We've seen them go to the hard count on 3rd down early in this game. Let's see if they're going to play with the cadence a little bit again and try and force a jump.
3rd down and 8. First time I've had people walk in front of the booth. Double reverse, or single reverse, that is. And a short gain up the middle. Not enough for the first down. Out to the 35-yard line as a group of people walked in front of our glass booth. Caught me off guard for a second.
Yeah, there's a bigger walkway behind the booth, but that's a discussion for another time, because that is a nice little reverse back into the center. You don't often see a reverse go between the tackles. We saw it right there. Going to bring up a 4th and short. An interesting decision here by the Mission Prep coaches, going for it and hoping they get it. Otherwise, the Cardinals are going to have great field position.
Glenn under center in motion, hands off to the back, pushing forward, pushing those wheels. Got enough for the first down, out to the 30. That is Drew Harrigan, showing why the captain leads the charge.
And we've said it how many times. He looks like a freight train when he's on his game. He's someone that you can't just hang on to and hope that you're going to bring him down. You hang on to him with an arm tackle, you're going for a ride, buddy. There he takes the Cardinals past the sticks, gets a first down. They're just driving through. This drive started on the 3.5-yard line. and they are deep into Cardinals territory.
They are churning away, too. They're not big plays. Slow little plays, pushing them along. A handoff up the middle. Harrigan with it. I got some room. Out to the right side, looking for the pylon. And that is a touchdown. Royals!
29-yard run for the freight train. This time, he's pulling into the station from quite a ways out. His first touchdown of the year. Drew Harrigan earned every bit of that touchdown. So the O-line in front of him gave him a great crease and just finished it through. What a play by the Royals. A 93-yard drive. You don't see those all that often in modern-day football. We just saw it, and it started in the first quarter. We're deep into the second quarter now. They chewed the clock, and they're going for 2 here.
Going for 2, not playing with the kicking game. Harrigan in the backfield. Handoff to Harrigan, met quickly in the backfield and brought to the turf. That is not completed. And Royals lead 6-0 here in the second quarter. And that touchdown presented by KD Capital Mortgage. So we'll be right back.
We take this mission prep break to tell you about our friends at Gino's Pizza on Monterey Street in San Luis Obispo. They're open daily, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Give them a call if you're hungry right now, 805-752-1333. Now, why is Gino's unique? Well, they're a classic neighborhood family pizzeria known for distinctive pizza crusts, farm-fresh products, premium quality ingredients, and friendly service. At Gino's Pizza, they believe that pizza is one of, if not the only, heartwarming, mood-soothing, create-a-party ambiance anywhere, anytime comfort foods. Get down to Gino's Pizza on Monterey Street in downtown San Luis Obispo. And tell them the Royals sent you.
Our score, 6-0. Mission Prep Royals lead the Bishop Diego Cardinals. And here's the kickoff. And that kickoff is presented by Sunset Honda. 0% APR on financing on approved credit. Hey, come on, 2023 Honda models. Hurry in before it's too late.
Well, we're going to see how the Cardinals respond right now. This is only their second drive of the game, and it's a little bit tough when you've been that long between drives to get into a rhythm. So it's going to be, once again, Tua Rojas, the quarterback, getting behind center here and looking to make something happen, looking to get a little bit of a rhythm going, because last time they were out, weren't really in rhythm, punted it away, and then the Royals went on a real long drive.
It is. They are starting at their own 33-yard line, and we have a flag. Coach Harris, Coach Schuster on the sideline, another infamous Mission Prep coach, Coach Terrence Harris, coaching basketball.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's infamous. I'd just say famous. But, yeah, Coach Harris does a fine job. But it's only Coach Schuster that's getting his name on KSBY during softball season. My mom's favorite softball videographer back there. Not quite sure what the call is going to be, but it looks like it's going to be against the Royals.
And I don't know if you caught the announcement during the coaches show, but whenever he's able to make it to a game, we have a sideline reporter officially hired.
Oh, there we go. I didn't see the announcement, but that's great to hear.
Josh Schuster got a raving recommendation. We did the interview live with Coach Schuster during the coaches show. Asked his opinion. Slow handoff out of the backfield, looking for some room, pushing forward. That's enough for a Cardinals first down. Not to be confused with the Cardinal of Stanford.
Well, the Stanford Cardinal are a color. This is the Cardinals as in the bird, not to be confused with the Cardinal as in the position in the church, which you might be confused with because it is Bishop Diego.
Just wanted to go through all the definitions of cardinal.
Well, also not a cardinal law, not a cardinal sin, not anything like that. Just a bird.
Multiple birds at that. 7:46, clock is running. We have more whistles, more players standing around, and we're trying to fill some time here.
You know, it is interesting, Bishop Diego, because it's the full name is actually Bishop Garcia Diego, which isn't even the full name of the bishop. It's really confusing. His full name was Francisco Garcia Diego. Forget the last part, but here we go.
And the handoff out of the backfield. Got some room outside the right side, trying to turn the corner, and tripped up and brought down is Isaiah Kitt with Carter
Moreau making the save, but it's going to be a flag on the play, which reminds me because it's actually E. Moreno is the last part of Bishop Diego Garcia's name.
Moreau. Got me last week on that pronunciation as well, did Moreau. I'll learn it by the end of the season.
Well, no need to be morose. Still early in the year. So they're going to be discussing this one. Bishop Diego's got to be feeling pretty good about where they're at in this game. They're getting big chunk yardage. They're really one of the more athletic teams on the Central Coast. They're trying to maximize what they're getting out of every drive because they know Mission Prep is currently trying to chew up these drives. There's a lot of D1 talent on the side of Bishop Diego. So Mission Prep, they've got a lot of talent on their own, but they're trying to make sure that the ball's in their hands as long as possible, that they're keeping the ball in their control because, you know, if you want to find Bishop Diego's players, look on Saturdays. They're going to be all across the nation, including Cal Poly, University of Texas, El Paso. Name a conference, they've got players there.
So far, 23 yards gained on this drive. And the ball's on the turf. And it looks like Rojas lands on top of it, chasing it down before anybody else realizes the ball's loose. A little panic mode setting in for the Royals there, for the Cardinals, that is, for a moment.
I mean, Lucas Elmerick, the last Royal up, he hoped that he got a hand on that ball, but looks like the Cardinals are going to keep a hand on it as they'll bring up second down. But that is a dangerous situation because Rojas started leaving without the ball in his hands. He was a couple steps away before he came back and dove on it. I think Elmerick had a real chance to get that one away.
Drew Harrigan runs out to the field and then runs back to the sideline on defense. Defense waiting for the offense to step to the line of scrimmage. And the Royals are going to take a timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take the timeout with them. Mission Prep Football is presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo, also our second quarter presenting sponsor.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than four walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs.
Coming back out of commercial, just a tad bit late. Ball hits the turf, and the ball's loose. Mission Prep hops on it. And that should be Mission Prep ball at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Dominic DeRosa had it, lost it, had it again, and then it bobbled straight forward. Looked like Drew Harrigan on the recovery. No, they're going to pad up Connor Lopez here, and that's a huge change of possession. The Cardinals were marching down the field well, getting giant chunks of yardage, and then one mistake and the Royals jump on it. That is what you want to see if you're a Mission Prep fan, making the most of those opportunities that present themselves in front of you. And that's what happened. They saw the fumble, jumped on it. They got great field position.
Thomas Glenn with a receiver to each side. Stepping back, throws down the line. And that pass is a little hot off target for Connor Lopez, the senior captain.
I'm not sure if it was off target, if it is a timing issue. It looked like it's supposed to be a one-step drop on that slant, and he took a couple steps, and then Connor Lopez was just too far downfield. When you want to hit those one-step drops, the ball's got to be in your hands and back out immediately. It's really tough. It's one of the things that quarterbacks make look easy, and I got to tell you, having tried it, it's way harder than it looks.
Second down here for Mission Prep, 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. The pitch out to Drew Harrigan, and Drew Harrigan tries to keep control and does, falling forward for 2-yard gain, bringing up a 3rd and 8 for Mission Prep with 6:37 on the clock here in the second quarter. Second quarter presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. For your car buying, from your car buying experience and financing to your routine maintenance and your genuine accessory purchases, we are here to support your ownership experience. Hyundai San Luis Obispo. We got a 3rd and 8 for Mission Prep. Single back in the backfield. Glenn throws down the right side, completed to Connor Lopez, and that's a Mission Prep first down. The Mountaineer first down.
Got to start wondering if there's maybe some humidity out there as we see a marine layer kind of forming off the coast here as we've got the beautiful look over the marina with no visiting stands. Amazing view. Can't bring it up enough. And that we're seeing the ball be a little bit more lively. The ball's kind of moving around in players' hands more than we saw in the first quarter. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on as we progress through this second quarter into the second half.
Thomas hands off to Kardashian. Kardashian spins out, lays out forward for a 5-yard gain. Ronnie Kardashian subbing in for Harrigan.
And Harrigan's going to be one of those guys that they're going to keep an eye on as far as wear and tear goes through the year. Last season, the playoff game against RFK, they had to pull him here and there due to some injuries with his legs. I think they want to avoid that later on down the season. So you're going to see these series where Ronnie Kardashian is going to come in. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Like I said, I've been very impressed with Ronnie Kardashian early.
Glenn steps back, throws a rainbow, and that one is picked off. That is going to be Cardinals ball. And collecting that one for the Cardinals is going to be Luis Ortega. On back-to-back drives, we have back-to-back turnovers. First, the Royals picking up the fumble, and then the Cardinals picking off the interception. Cardinals ball, 1st and 10, deep in their own territory.
Well, Thomas Glenn ended up with a defender in his face and was trying to throw off the back foot. When you throw off the back foot, you get a higher arc that's going to be less accurate, and that's where defenders love seeing it. They have a chance to get under the ball and really make something happen. This time it became an interception. That's why they always tell quarterbacks, make sure you're not throwing off that back foot.
Out to the left side, the right side, and that's a short gain.
Looks like Dominic DeRosa there carrying it, getting that little vote of confidence, getting a dive play right after he fumbled the ball in the last series. So faith is not shaken for the Cardinals right now. They're fine with who they've got in the backfield. They're going to let him pound the ball away.
I don't know if you caught that on the run-in with the call, but Tua Rojas has a slight limp. Receiver to each side. The offset eye. Man in motion. Rojas hands it off to the back, gaining a couple yards. Right up the middle.
There's a chance it's going to be illegal motion here. I'm not sure the wide receiver in motion set his feet. So we'll see. This might be a declined penalty as it was for no gain. It would bring up 3rd down, and now it'll be an illegal procedure against the Cardinals. And they're going to mark it off. I believe that they had the option to decline that there, but everyone moving back as if it's being marked off here. And indeed, there they go.
Coach Schuster joined on the field at the 20 by his defensive coordinator, co-defensive coordinator, Eric Terry. Eric Terry and his family making an impact on the Central Coast in football. At the same time, I've been in broadcasting. Pressure into the backfield. And Lotu with the pass out to the 10-yard line. And he gets out to about the original line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him at the original line of scrimmage. And that's going to be 3rd down and 10 with 3 1:41 on the clock and going here in the Hyundai San Luis Obispo second quarter.
So risky play there. Having Rojas just dive all the way back into his own end zone to just throw a screen. If something had gone wrong there, that could have been a safety. So really gutsy call by the Cardinals.
Rolling out, pressure coming. That's picked off by Luke Terry. Luke Terry looking for some room, and he's inside the 10 with that interception return. A good 10-yard return for the Royals defense, and Luke Terry, Mission Prep with the ball, first and goal.
Talking about gutsy calls there, going right back to it, having Rojas boot out in his own end zone while looking for that pass. He throw an interception there, good chance it ends up as a pick six, could have a safety. A lot of different things could have gone wrong, and one did. Interception, almost back for a pick six. What a set of hands there by Luke Terry, running that back all the way down to the 6-yard line. Royals got to be feeling good right now. They've got one of the top power teams on the ropes.
Single receiver near side. On tall in motion. Handoff to the back up the middle. And Harrigan with the carry coming by way of Thomas Glenn to the just inside the 5-yard line. So it's going to be second and goal from the 4.
Obviously, the field position, a great spot for the Royals, but also a good spot is the time. We're under 3 minutes now here in the first half. They can really milk this clock down while pushing to the end zone, not really worry about risking one thing or another. They can really take their time and just try and jam this into the end zone as many times as they need to.
Terry in motion, handoff. Once again, met at the 5-yard line. And Harrigan not gaining much. Maybe a yard, maybe a foot. And that's going to bring up third down and goal from the 4.5-yard line. This second quarter presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. 2:10 on the clock, and we're rolling. 3rd and 4.
Very full box. When you talk about the box for the defense, you're talking about the tackle box within 5 yards on either side. So right now, all but 2 players are ready to jump into the tackle box for the Cardinals. That's tough sledding for the Royals. They've got to find a crease.
The pitch out, looking for a pass, and off target from Vinny Orlando, the backup quarterback, coming out from the left side, from the back, across the backfield, incomplete pass.
And thrown on the run, it's a tough situation. He had his guy and just a hair off the mark. It's the right play call, well run, just a little bit of unrefinement means that this is going to be a 3rd and goal rather than a 6.
It's going to be 4th and goal from the 4. And the intended target on that pass from Vinny Orlando was Lucas Elmerick.
Oh, there was a penalty. That's why the box was taking a second. They declined penalty, though. So, yes, it'll be 4th and goal here. And I think we're going to see a possible field goal. Or, no, they're bringing up Souza. This might be a big push. They got the goal line quarterback.
Souza in. Luke Terry comes to the sideline. Vinny Orlando in there. Drew Harrigan in the lineup. And we have the timeout now, so we're going to go ahead and take the timeout with them. Mission Prep football continues. 1:44, second quarter. Royals lead 6-0 over the Cardinals. Driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo this second quarter.
Family is ingrained in the core values of Mission Prep. So when picking cars, why not stay with family? And that means Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Yup, Hyundai Slow, located right on Auto Park Way off of Los Osos Valley Road, keeps it in the family with the Mission Prep familiarity involved. So go check out Hyundai Slow today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. And tell them the Royals sent you.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football live on PSNtv from La Playa Stadium. Beautiful Santa Barbara, California. Our score, Mission Prep 6-0. Facing a 4th and goal, going for it from the 4-yard line. Rainbow arcing pass, looking for Connor Lopez, knocked out of his hands. An incomplete pass. Thomas Gaggs breaking up the pass, and that's going to be a Cardinals ball with 1:40 left here in the second quarter. And Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you can count on Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Oh, that is a tough throw right there. Tight man coverage all across. I think that Mission Prep caught the defense by surprise, coming out in a lighter personnel group for the goal line attack. And a well-thrown ball, just Thomas Gaggs got on the ladder there and knocked it down. So the Cardinals will start in the shadow of their own end zone and try and get out.
Handoff out of the backfield from Rojas. And Lotu with a carry to the 10. So a 6-yard carry. Good gain as time continues to run here in the second quarter, presented by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals, and that one stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Maybe about a half-yard gain. And will they stop the clock here?
Yeah, in fact, there's a timeout there, and that's a timely timeout for the Cardinals because they had all three leading up to that. This is their chance. They don't get to take it with them into the second half.
Timeout taken. We'll join them in the timeout. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football rolls on.
At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
Tonight's game is presented by the Mountain Air. It's your place for camping, hiking, backpacking, climbing, traveling, skiing, snowboarding, racetracking, everything. The outdoors. Mountain Air, located in downtown San Luis Obispo, serving San Luis Obispo since 1975.
Yeah, I'll be going to Yosemite during our bye week next week. It's Labor Day weekend for those of us in the professional world. So go ahead and visit Mountain Air probably before I head on out.
Hand off to the back, out of motion. That's Ian Bartley. And Bartley came enough for the first down. I read racetrack on my read here. It's actually car rack. So I need to go back to grammar school too.
A little bit hard to hit the racetrack in hiking boots there, I think. But, there's different sports for different folks. I mean, there's the wife-carrying races in Sweden.
Yeah, that's outdoors.
Yeah.
Rojas rolling out to his left, escaping the pressure. Armand Clayton misses the tackle. Here comes the next, and that's Champ Morrissey chasing him out of bounds. And Rojas exits the play field in front of head coach David Schuster.
Oh, Armand Clayton missed the tackle, but had the presence of mind to try for the strip right there. That's what he was really going for. He knew that if he could knock that ball out of the hands, it'd be a game-changing moment. Just bet a little bit too much on it and allowed Rojas to get a few yards.
Rojas and the Cardinals facing a 2nd and 3 from the 23-yard line. Pass out incomplete. That one's selling high over the head of the intended receiver. 3rd down and 3 for the Cardinals with 37 seconds left on the first half clock.
Royals only rushing 3 there, really trusting in their coverage to make sure that nothing's open for Rojas. They want to force Rojas to use his legs. They know that that's something that he's capable of and he's going to be looking to do, but he trusts his legs too much here. Could keep the clock running, and they don't got much time left, and they got quite a ways to go.
I want to remind you the second quarter presented by Hyundai San Luis Obispo, from your car buying experience and financing to your routine maintenance visits and genuine accessory purchases, we're there to support your ownership experience. Rojas steps back looking to chug this one away, and that one oversells his receiver once again. And we're facing a 4th down and 3 with 32 seconds left. Royals potentially get the ball back once again, depending on how this 4th down goes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a punt away situation. But with 32 seconds, no timeouts left, I wouldn't be surprised, especially considering the Royals have the lead right now, that they'll be happy to just take this ball where they get it, unless it's real close to the goal line, just go to halftime happy, leading against one of the top schools on the Central Coast.
Deep kick, fair catch called for. And I believe the coaches are heading out.
Yeah, we share a press box situation with them. We got a split divided wall, so I don't think we can really hear each other, at least not yet, and they've been polite if they have. So judging by their reaction right there, I think they're pretty thrilled to be taking this 6-0 lead into halftime. What a first half by the Royals, particularly that drive that spanned the first into the second quarter, where they went 93 yards for the touchdown, capped off by that 29-yard Drew Harrigan scamper.
Lined up, and the snap, the kneel, and that's going to take us to halftime as they officially start the clock. We'll go to halftime. Our score is going to be 6-0. Mission Prep leads the Bishop Diego Cardinals in a tightly fought defensive contest so far. So we will be back with more Mission Prep football shortly. Stay tuned.
Cal is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Do you want to eat where the Royals eat? Well, just because the game finishes doesn't mean there's no fifth quarter spot. And for us, it's Milestone Tavern, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football, located right off of Foothill, with all the TVs, all the fresh drinks, and fantastic food specials every single night. Milestone Tavern is open every day and the favorite spot for our Mission Prep Royals. Milestone Tavern, go check them out. Family is ingrained in the core values of Mission Prep. So when picking cars, why not stay with family? And that means Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Yup, Hyundai Slow, located right on Auto Park Way off of Los Osos Valley Road, keeps it in the family with the Mission Prep familiarity involved. So go check out Hyundai Slow today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. And tell them the Royals sent you.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn. The team at CB Chevrolet would like to welcome you to the dealership in San Luis Obispo, where we're confident you'll find the vehicles you're looking for at a price you can afford. Come and check out our full selection of new Chevrolet vehicles or get a great deal on a reliable pre-owned model. No matter which vehicle you decide on, our professional finance team will help you get settled with a competitive financing or lease plan at CB Chevrolet in San Luis Obispo. At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than four walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals. We take this Mission Prep break to tell you about our friends at Gino's Pizza on Monterey Street in San Luis Obispo. They're open daily, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Give them a call if you're hungry right now, 805-752-1333. Now, why is Gino's unique? Well, they're a classic.
Hi, this is John Thea with The Automotive.
Someday,
And that's my son Tom singing. You can feel a glow when it comes to the way your car looks when you bring it to Via Auto Body.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you.
From minor dings to major collision repair, we can give your car a like-new showroom look. We can straighten and repair any frame type using ultrasound technology. Our refinish department features paints that exceed factory specifications, and they are applied in our state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly spray booth. Plus, we work hand in hand with your insurance company so your claim goes smoothly.
Just the way.
Love the way your car looks. Bring it to Via Auto Body and Collision Repair and let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Get a head start on your New Year's goals with Kennedy Club Fitness. Locations all over San Luis Obispo County. You've got classes, sauna, steam room, tub, and a heated pool. It's where I work out. It's Kennedy Club Fitness.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
Family is ingrained in the core values of Mission Prep. So when picking cars, why not stay with family? And that means Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Yup, Hyundai SLO, located right on Auto Park Way off of Los Osos Valley Road, keeps it in the family with the Mission Prep familiarity involved. So go check out Hyundai SLO today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. And tell them the Royals sent you.
right, we're going to take a quick little halftime scoreboard look as we're between halves, you know. Brian Stanley currently out getting some fresh air. We're in a tight kind of a press box situation with some glass, not a lot of ventilation, while you're seeing some glare on my camera as we're waiting for warm-ups to start again. Let's take a look at that local scoreboard here as we talk northern Santa Barbara County, SLO County against Santa Barbara Metro proper, San Marcos versus Santa Maria. In the first quarter still, Santa Maria is leading 7-0. More local action, Mount Whitney from Visalia traded out to the Hostel Harbor where Morro Bay currently leads 28-14. And that may have gone final. 1 second, I'll be right back. It seems like Brian actually got himself locked out when he got some fresh air. So I'll be back with more local scores in just 1 second.
Go ahead. I'm back.
Welcome back, Brian. New high school to California, Justin Garza out of Fresno, currently leading Rigetti. They're at halftime, 14-7. Rigetti out there in West Fresno, where Justin Garcia sits. Napomo currently leading Cabrillo 14-0. You may remember that was one of the big upsets last year. Cabrillo got that win against Napomo, an Ocean League team against the Mountain League team. You expect the Mountain League team to win every time. Currently Napomo indeed leading right now. Carruthers is in San Luis Obispo. Currently Carruthers trails SLO as they approach the half. 17-14 the SLO there. St. Joseph playing Bakersfield Christian. Familiar foe and a future foe playing in Bakersfield right now. That score, 7-0, not quite at halftime yet. So we had a quick half here in Santa Barbara where we find ourselves 6-0. Mission Prep leading the Cardinals of Bishop Diego. Any surprises there, Brian?
No, sorry, it wasn't. I ran off. I got locked out of our box.
That was a surprise. I'll say that. I didn't realize it automatically locked. I feel much more secure.
And I was, so I decided to run off to the facilities. And then I realized you were live on the air, and I was like, I get to interrupt my own broadcast.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just wanted that, you know, I'd run out of ad cards, and so I was like, you know, we've given enough play. People want to hear, they want something beyond ads for a second. So coming on back in, happy to take an eye at that.
Let me add my 2 cents in here.
All right, add your 2
in
cents.
This. I want to give a shout out to Bonnie Doherty, always chiming in on the chat. Jordan Harrigan letting us know we didn't have sound earlier on. Mo getting in on the chat. Clayton's coming in strong tonight all around. And then we got the president of the Bryson Stanley fan club. Always going to be president for life. I hope you know that, Mr. Kevin Dolan, watching from Morro Bay. You will be the president of my fan club for life. I'll get you a shirt that says that. That's someday soon. And then we have Marcy Dolan on the other end chiming in as well. She's our road producer. She was in the house Friday night for the season opener at Cal Poly, but back on the road is Marcy Dolan. And we're having a good job with our broadcast. It doesn't seem that we're having too many technical issues with our stream. This year we've switched over to the big red check mark known as Verizon. And 2 broadcasts in and seem to have no complaints beside no sound early on.
No, and you know, I'll blame Verizon for that. I mean, they're not paying. We can complain about them, but
yeah, it's their fault we didn't have sound.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
because you know my laptop decided to change the sound setting on me.
Yeah, there we go.
And then I want to thank all our sponsors. The first quarter sponsor, Via Automotive, always on board with us. They've been with us since the beginning of football, all the way back to the days of broadcasting on the radio at Napomo and at Mission Prep when you had the Mission Prep broadcast and I had the Napomo broadcast.
Back before we had video.
back before we had video, they were on board with us. They were one of the faithfuls, along with Hyundai at San Luis Obispo, been around for a while, and California Fresh Market. They're the diehard staple. I think they just love us. Although they need to figure out that fudge recipe again and get that fudge recipe going, because I want some good fudge. But those are some of the sponsors I want to thank. I want to, coming up, we have our, we're going to have to start kicking around ideas for our player of the game, presented by our Farmers Insurance agent, Jennifer White, a proud sponsor of Mission Prep Athletics, Mission Prep Football, Mission Prep Basketball, as the Royals are back on the field, warming up, wearing their road whites. Very easy to read. Road whites with their blue trim.
I adore Mission's jerseys. I don't know what has gotten into jersey design, and this is the former.
I blame Morgan.
Not as much as you'd think, because Oregon's whole thing was they were going to be different by being different, and now everyone's different, and everyone's got a black jersey. Even like the one that killed me was Nebraska. University of Nebraska, very simple jersey, big red. You're big, you're red. Once they changed it up, I knew it is a lost battle, and I'd become an old man. Because my opinion, you get a road jersey, you get a home jersey, maybe you have a throwback or some other third jersey. Not everyone needs a black jersey.
Well, looks like I'm running for president.
Oh.
I got a nomination.
Well.
Jalen Blackwell says Brian Stanley for president.
Better hope none of those debates are on Friday nights, because we're not subbing you out. You've already got your one absence on the schedule. We're not taking anything more.
Yeah, I got one absence. I've earned one sick day.
Earned one. There you go.
Took me 4 days to earn one sick day.
That's pretty good.
4 years.
4 years. That's a little bit bad, but
no, sorry. I meant 4. I said
4 days for a sick day. I'll take that. I'll take
me
20%
4 years.
of my time.
4 years, probably 130 broadcasts, if not more, during 1 day of sick time. So we'll take it.
Well, it looks like Bishop Diego coming out on the field here too. Got only about 20 seconds left of this halftime. So when we talk about some of the Kennedy Club fitness adjustments for this second half, and really for the Royals, they've had a lot of things go their way. It's going to be all about keeping that control, keeping the number of drives low, and making sure that they're on the right end of those mistakes. We saw a lot of mistakes last week. They buttoned up and ironed out a lot from what we saw last week against Bakersfield Christian. It's a credit not just to the coaching staff, but to the players taking that focus and taking it seriously between weeks to fix what was fixable. So had a couple bad exchanges, but nothing what we saw last week. So they just need to keep that control on offense, keep those drives going long. On defense, they got to prevent those big plays. There was a few gashes that were 10, 20 yards. You make another mistake, you have some, if Morrow doesn't make a save here and there, suddenly those are touchdowns. So they've got to find a way to keep the play in front of them. That's going to be the adjustment on defense. Offense, honestly, been pretty excited with it so far. It's been nothing too exciting as far as, highlight reel type plays go outside that 29-yard touchdown by Drew Harrigan. But it doesn't have to be exciting. If you're controlling the ball, that's how you win.
Steven?
Brian?
I want you to know that the second half is going to be an awesome second half, because like Ricky Bobby's kids, I'm getting hyped up on Mountain Dew, and we're going to have a great call.
Well, I tell you what, it's always a good second half as long as the Royals are on the field, in my opinion. So if we're getting that and hyped up, Brian, can't imagine where we're going to go. Moon's the limit, baby.
Shake and bake.
There we go. Well, Bishop Diego will start with the ball in this second half. And as we said earlier, they are an electric offense, and Rojas is going to start with that ball. You noticed he was a little bit banged up in that first half. We'll see how he comes out and responds here early. It's not one of those things that you necessarily want to put a lot of faith in. The starting quarterback's limping here and there, not looking amazing in other parts. Should we really weigh heavy on him? I'd expect a heavy run game as a result from the Cardinals here. Almost said Vaqueros because I'm seeing the red and I'm seeing the logo on the field, but just because we're playing at SBCC doesn't mean that we got to see him.
Steven?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break.
All righty.
Hi, this is John Deere with The Automotive.
Someday
Chardonnay.
And that's my son Tom singing.
Awfully low.
You can feel a glow when it comes to the way your car looks when you bring it to Via Auto Body.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you.
From minor dings to major collision repair, we can give your car a like-new showroom look. We can straighten and repair any frame type using ultrasound technology. Our refinish department features paints that exceed factory specifications, and they are applied in our state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly spray booth. Plus, we work hand-in-hand with your insurance company so your claim goes smoothly.
Just the way
Love the way your car looks. Bring it to Via Auto Body and Collision Repair and let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Welcome back. That one sails out of bounds.
Squib kick up the right side, but same effect. Going to be starting just around the 34-yard line. Will the Cardinals. So Mission Prep coming out here on defense have been pretty strong so far. They finished the first half pretty well. They played kind of a cloud defense, made sure nothing got behind them. Resulted in a punt situation, and that's how they ended the half. Just got the ball back and took a knee. So Cardinals going to look to move the ball a little bit more effectively. Like I said, I expect to be a more run-heavy setup as they don't want to risk any more injuries in this young year.
Low snap, handoff to the back. Gaining a couple yards, brought down by Elmerick. And along with Gabe Amata, short gain for the Cardinals.
Yeah, looks like Lotu there was the back, diving forward for a short gain. And that's good news for the Royals. They were able to get him at the line of scrimmage and bring him down.
Snap on the ground. Able to recover are the Cardinals. Handoff out to the left side to Isaiah Kitt. And that brings up third down, coming up short of the first down marker at the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
You're just tuning in and wondering where Playa is, the big touted running back for the Cardinals. He's out with an injury. So they've been kind of mixing up the running back throughout the night. Another snap on the ground.
Snap on the ground, and Rojas able to recover to save it for the Cardinals, but that's fourth down and moving the ball backwards 3 yards for a loss. Early here in the third quarter.
Champ Morrissey running in the backfield to make that big tackle for loss. Not technically a sack because the quarterback wasn't looking to pass, but still pulling the quarterback down for a big loss and bringing up fourth down with Champ Morrissey. And they're going for it here.
And the run is on. Gains enough for the first down across the 50 into Royals territory. And Rojas out to the 40. A good 20-yard pickup for the Cardinals and giving a little bit of momentum as the home crowd becomes alive here at La Playa Stadium on the campus of Santa Barbara City College.
And just hit cruise control a little too heavily there. I think they were expecting that punt. He's been rolling out, giving that action each punt. Granted, there's only been a couple of them so far in this game. And when he's been rolling out, he's been looking to potentially run. This time, didn't even consider kicking that thing. Found the edge, took off upfield.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage, the Cardinals. Tua Rojas under center. Takes a snap, hands off to the back. Squiggles outside to pass the numbers. Short gain before he's brought to the turf. And that's Herrera, looked like carried that ball.
And Champ Morrissey and Connor Lopez combining for the tackle there. Going to be second and short. I'd expect to see a potential shot downfield here. Keep an eye on the far side where the wide receivers have a lot of room to throw. Also, we talked about the hash marks at Spanos. Hash marks here are narrow too, and they're not using high school hash marks here either.
The pitch to the back. Trying to gain some room. Still on his feet to the 20, the 15, the 10. Stumbling into the end zone is going to be Maua. Oscar Maua.
Yeah, just broke free, broke a couple tackles near the line of scrimmage, and then high-stepped into the end zone. Couple last shots by the Royals. No give up in their game, but ultimately just a lot of speed once he got free and got to the end zone. Knew they had something big dialed up. I didn't expect the counter play, and that's going to be 6 for the Cardinal. Now the question is, will they take the lead here with the field goal point after attempt?
Big gain for the Cardinals there for the touchdown. 9:43 on the clock, third quarter. Kicking unit is out. Kick is up. And that one's through the uprights. Waiting for the call. Nope. Okay, waved far left.
There's
flag on the play.
Flag on the play, but the kick was no good. Signaled wide left by
I missed the kick. I was watching the ball.
So we'll see. They might get a re-kick here, and they'll take it if they get it, but they must have blown the whistle dead before it went off. Yeah, they're going to say it's a false start and move him back. So the kick technically never even went up, which explains the delayed signal. But I did not hear that whistle before the snap went, so that probably should just be no good. And this one wide left again.
No good on the extra point. So we're tied up 6-6 here in the third quarter at La Playa Stadium. We will be right back with Mission Prep Football.
It's time for an MPG upgrade at Sunset Honda.
Save big with Sunny's end of summer deals at Sunset Honda. Like 3.29% financing for 60 months on select pre-owned Hondas. Or take advantage of $1,250 in Honda loyalty on every new Ridgeline and get 2 years of free scheduled maintenance with any new 23 Honda.
Plus, get a $25 gas card just for taking a test drive.
Trade in your gas guzzler today and get 1,000 over Kelly Blue Book from the start.
Get started today at sunsethonda.com.
Following a 32-yard touchdown run by Oscar Mauia, we have a tied game following a missed extra point by the Bishop Diego Cardinals. 6-6, 9:43 here in the third quarter. And we got a bonus sponsor for the third quarter, Steven. Via Automotive, being our longest road game of the season, they jumped on board for an extra quarter of sponsorship.
Oh, there we go.
Want to make sure we're secured and safe as we travel down the coast from San Luis Obispo. And here's the return from the Royals. Luke Terry still on his feet out across the 25-yard line before he's brought down by the Cardinals. 9:36, third quarter, Mission Prep ball, first down.
How blessed the Royals are to have this as the longest trip of the year. Hour and a half down the coast on some beautiful coastline. Last year, that honor went to Bakersfield Christian. And after that is Aptos, and both those are pretty long road trips. So to only have one long road trip on the schedule sure is nice.
Sure is nice indeed. I originally heard rumors there was going to be a game in San Diego this year. I'm really glad that one didn't pan out. Untal in motion, takes the handoff out to the right side. 4-yard gain for Untal. Taking the snap from the quarterback.
Untal getting a lot of action here today, and mainly on that kind of orbit dive off the tackle, where he'll come off the flanker set, come around the quarterback, and then go behind the leading tackle. It's been pretty effective so far. As you can see, got about 4 yards on that run. So if it's effective, keep doing it, right?
9:04 on the clock here in the third quarter. Handoff takes it up the middle. The rugby scrum takes the back to the ground. And that's Drew Harrigan.
And they're going with kind of that triple option kind of look. So your lead back's going to be the guy directly behind the quarterback most of the time. He's going to be the one that you want to have getting the ball the most frequently, while either wing is going to be an option off that kind of action. You're going to fake that dive and then pitch it out to the outside every so often. In high school, you typically see it called by the coach, or in college, they're actually going to be reading the ends. I'd be surprised to see that here this season, but this is a pretty smart crew.
Single receiver to his left side. Hands it off to the man in motion, Luke Terry. Luke Terry gets out past the 35, squeezes his way out for the first down at the 38-yard line, moving the sticks, and that's a Mountain Air first down. The Mountain Air is for all your outdoor needs and adventures. Check them out in downtown San Luis Obispo, serving you since 1975.
There, and you see how this offense is so effective. Sweep action, but that just easily could have been a dive up. No one on the defense can really cheat when this offense is operating perfectly. We're seeing really high-level execution right here out of this double flanker set.
Handoff to Harrigan outside the tackle, up the right hash mark, and he gains enough for a good gain. We're going to say that's 7 yards. 2nd and 3 is the setup.
And just changing that angle slightly, changes it from a dive to the A gap. There he bounces out to the B gap, which is the gap between the guard and the tackle. So you can't just expect, hey, if it's going to this guy, it's going to this spot. Drew Harrigan especially can change up by just one step of an angle where that ball is going to attack.
Lopez, the receiver, on the near side. Harrigan takes the handoff from Thomas Glenn, and that pushes forward for a Mountain Air first down on a 4-yard gain. Mission Prep, first down.
About midway through the third quarter now, and about midway across the field, Mission Prep has been just eating the clock up. You talk about the time of possession game and how it's kind of an outdated metric. Not a lot of coaches look at how many minutes they controlled it. They look at how many plays they ran. Well, in this game, there's no doubt Mission's controlling both the number of plays and the amount of clock run.
Glenn working from under center. Untal takes the handoff. Shimmy shakes in the backfield. Shakes and bakes upfield. About a 4-yard gain. This brings up 2nd down for the Royals as we approach the 6-minute mark here. As darkness is set over the ocean across from La Playa Stadium.
And something that's really underrated there by the offensive line is even though they got beat to the outside, they stuck with their block on the right side and opened up that hole. Even though the contain was coming, they forced them to overcommit, opening up a giant gap for Untal off the right side.
The pitch to Luke Terry, trying to get some room outside the numbers. Gets to the 45 before he dives. And he gets enough for to the 44, and that brings up a 3rd and 3 once again for the Royals.
I expect this to be 4-down territory with how the Royals have been running. If they are able to get positive yardage without moving the chains, expect them to go for it here because they've been getting positive yardage at a fairly good clip. So even if it doesn't move here, don't think that the drive's over.
Thomas Glenn brings in the call from the sidelines. Still working with a single receiver on the near side. Connor Lopez. Untal in motion. Handoff to Harrigan, and Harrigan pushes forward across the 40 to the 36. And that is a Royals first down, brought to you by Mountain Air. The Mountain Air, serving San Luis Obispo for all your outdoor needs, including car racks, not racetracks, since 1975.
Oh, and that's just following the blocks as easy as it's said and done. Xavier Wiseman opened up a giant hole for Drew Harrigan, and Harrigan just followed it for the first down.
1st and 10 from the 36. Rolling out is Glenn. Glenn throws this bomb down the sideline, and that is going to be a touchdown. Royals! A 36-yard bomb from Thomas Glenn to Connor Lopez. Royals back on the board.
Connor Lopez was wide open. Just a beautiful bomb there by Orlando. And I tell you what a throw and catch. Connor Lopez made that separation happen, and it doesn't get much sweeter than that when the play action works to perfection, and it's just a matter of finishing the play out for the quarterback and wide receiver. And they're going to go for 2 again here. So rolling the dice pretty heavily through this game as they have not gotten the field goal unit out once.
Drew Harrigan, the single back in the backfield, split receivers to each side. They're throwing a corner bomb. Completed. Royals complete the 2-point conversion. And that is, who came up with that there? That is number 20.
It's Jaden Noziel.
Jaden Noziel. Want to give props
Thomas
to Noziel.
Glenn, yeah.
From Thomas Glenn.
Just a well-run fade route right to the corner. They tell the quarterback, just drop it in the bucket in the end zone. It's one of those drills that you'll see at every level. You just put a trash can in the corner in the end zone. Thomas Glenn sunk it.
And that touchdown, and every touchdown brought to you by KD Capital Mortgage. We want you to check out KD Capital Mortgage for all your mortgage needs, helping you find the right mortgage to protect your property. Visit them at kdcapmtg.com to learn more.
Well, the Royals have been running a heavy possession game through this entire quarter game series as much as they can, trying to limit the number of possessions and keep the ball in their hands as much as possible. And it's been working to perfection. So now they're going to have this 8-point lead. The Cardinals are going to get the ball back in their hand. Cardinals going to get the ball back in their hands. But they've been having miscues. They've been trying the risky plays, trying to hit that home run. And they've been swinging so hard, it's like the bat shooting out. They've got to focus on the fundamentals. That's how they scored the last time. This is going to be another squib kick off the right side, but they're going to return this one.
And that one's going to be returned from about the 25 to about the 35, a good 10-yard gain. And that kickoff presented by Sunset Honda. Check out Sonny's 0% APR financing in all new 23 Honda models. Hurry up before it's too late. And that's 0% on approved credit.
So like I said, fundamental football is going to be what gets the Cardinals back in this game. For Mission, it's going to be the opposite. They got to try and find ways to keep them off that rhythm. Keep them thinking that, hey, you know what? We're more athletic than you. We're going to make some big play happen. It's when they've gotten those types of thoughts in their head that the Cardinals have been making mistakes.
Throw down the line, complete to the receiver. Working his way up the sideline, still on his feet, getting some assistance before being knocked out of bounds by Noziel. And John Michael Flint with the reception. A sophomore sending 6'1" backup quarterback receiver.
It's just like that. A simple screen play can pop open into a big play, just like that. So Cardinals coming out, starting simple. Nice little dump off pass. Going to force the Royals to try and play a little bit tighter to the line and force them to, maybe overcommit.
Handoff out of the backfield once again, working his way forward is the back. We have a rugby scrum at the 35-yard line. And that's Isaiah Kitt with the carry.
Yeah, and as long as we were talking about uniforms earlier, another thing that's been really bothering me is the hoods and underneath pads. I feel like that's a safety hazard. And Kitt's, in fact, coming over the number, making it a little bit harder to see when he's in the game.
Handoff. And upended by Jaden Noziel is Oscar Mauia.
And Noziel just getting what he could there, tossed his body towards the lower portion of Mauia's body, forcing that third down. It's going to be 3rd and short. I expect to see some sort of power run. It's really what they do best at Bishop Diego when they've got things going. In fact, it's going to be a power single back set.
3rd and 1 for the Cardinals, pushed forward, and that's enough for the first down on the scrum. Out to the 29-yard line. And check out Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. We're confident that you'll trust us to be your preferred Honda dealer in San Luis Obispo and beyond. Mission Prep Football driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo all season long. Appreciate their sponsorship.
Right now, the Royals subbing some players in and out. Ethan Ferralis coming out as well as Moreau. So they're trying to keep their legs fresh here as the drive starts to extend a little bit longer than they had expected, perhaps.
Man in motion, creating trips to the right side. Deep pass, looking for the end zone. Noziel breaks it up. Incomplete pass for the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals right now upset. They thought that should have been a pass interference of some variety, and I just don't see it. That is good coverage there by Jaden Oziel. He's been one of the best pass defenders for the Royals the past couple years, and there he takes a touchdown away as he had great coverage there. Almost got an interception off of it, too.
Bringing coverage on Nick Molesky. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Shotgun snap. Trips to the right side. Rojas sends the pass off. Incomplete. Throwing on the run. Not happy with himself. Hitting his knee pads as he runs back to the sidelines.
I think he misread his own play. That seemed like a dagger concept. In dagger, you can either have the outside receiver come inside or the inside receiver go to the outside. That looked like he was expecting the inside receiver to keep running the go route, but instead he had cut it off and was starting to run the square out, and so the ball just dropped where no one was going to catch it but a Royal.
3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Royals lead 14-6. 3:21 here in the 3rd quarter, presented by Via Automotive. Rojas, deep pass. Overshoots his target. Intended receiver Molesky.
Jaden Oziel again on defense. Just doing a great job reducing that passer rating when someone's targeted that he's covering. Just a well-disciplined defensive back is Jaden Oziel. I've been thoroughly impressed with him tonight as he knocks away another ball in the end zone.
Getting some information that my mic's a little hot.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm just talking a little loud.
Maybe it's the lighting, you know. They always say it's the angles of the light that makes you look hotter.
Appreciate the update. We'll adjust that. Let us know how we sound. 4th down and 10. They're going for it. Rojas looking to throw this one. Scrambles in motion. Going the other way. Should have had a flag on that one. I think that was a block in the back. That overshoots his target. And that 4th down is a turnover on downs as it goes incomplete. Mission Prep takes over with the ball. 3:04 in the 3rd quarter. And that other person that's on the mic is Stephen Hodges, my color commentator. They said the other person.
Yeah, you know.
You are important.
A life of anonymity is always nice. And I got to tell you, speak about anonymous, no players being called out by the referees there. There's calls on both sides that both the Royals and the Cardinals wanted to see thrown. Nothing thrown. I like that. Let them play on 4th down, and that's going to be Royals ball.
Royals with the ball 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line of their own. We've seen them already take a 97-yard drive, so they can do anything if they can do that. And that 1st down handoff to Harrigan goes nowhere. 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. For the Royals.
Now, of course, you always have different goals when you come out and take the field. Obviously, for the offense, you always want to score when you're out on the field. You always want to get to the end zone. I think right now one of those sub-goals underneath score is try and find a way in order to bridge this drive into the 4th quarter. If they can hold on to the ball for the last 3 minutes here, that'll be a pretty big win, even if they don't end in the end zone. As this could be Terry to the outside, met by a Cardinal on the boundary and then brought down right around their own 33-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and medium.
3rd down and medium it is.
We're going to have a Cardinal down on the play, so there's going to be an official's timeout as they allow the trainer to come all the way across the field.
We'll be right back. Mission Prep football continues.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo. At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
Handoff up the middle for the Royals. And that's going to be enough for the first down.
Going to be close, I think, actually. They're standing between the yard lines of where he needs to gain.
Yeah, they're going to mark him short.
Going to be short about a full yard, actually. I thought he had probably another foot than that, but...
that was Ronnie Kardashian on the carry. Drew Harrigan checking back in.
Well, he's been lights out in short yardage situations so far, so I think this is an obvious go.
4th and 1, short yardage situation. And a quick flag out of the backfield from the white hat. You know he doesn't get it wrong. False start on the offense. That brings up a 4th and 6 now for Mission Prep. Here in the third quarter, 1:22 on the clock. Royals lead 14-6. And Jalen, let us know if we got the balance on this audio working for you. Want to sound good for everybody. Don't want to sound too hot.
Well, the white hat had the flag there. Meant as someone in the backfield that was rocking, getting ready to go. So that one's a hard one to miss. And like you said, you're not going to change the white hat's mind. So that's going to bring up a punt situation. That's a small play that's going to have big ramifications as it's getting late.
Thomas Glenn with the punt. And that one takes a Mission Prep bounce. Don't touch it, boys, until it stops rolling. Inside the 25 to the 23. And with that bounce and roll, Mission Prep gained a good 15 yards.
So give the Cardinals a long field to attack. And that's been something that the Royals have benefited from. They haven't necessarily been stopping the Cardinals in their tracks on these situations. They've been giving up some chunks here and there, but they've been stopping them as they go down the field. It's been the depths of the drives where the Cardinals have started to stop executing at the same level that they're capable of. So the Royals will be happy to see the Cardinals starting deep in their own territory.
Trua Rojas coming in with the call from the sideline. Breaking the huddle. Single back in the backfield with him. Working from the shotgun. Hands off to the man in motion. And gets gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. And Bartley with a short carry.
I'm not sure if somebody had the wrong play call in mind or what happened there. That felt like it was a fake with something else that was supposed to happen afterwards, maybe a backwards pass, something like that. It just never had a chance to develop as the Royals swallowed it up in the backfield, and they were able to squeak out a minor gain out of it.
Trips to his right, single receiver to his left. That ball's on the ground, and the handoff and a quick churn up the middle for the back, Isaiah Kitt. And another Cardinal on the turf, bringing out the trainer. We'll see if this one brings a stoppage, as it does in time. So we'll join them in a stoppage. Mission Prep Football continues on PSN TV.
Do you want to eat where the Royals eat? Well, just because the game finishes doesn't mean there's no fifth quarter spot. And for us, it's Milestone Tavern, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football, located right off of Foothill, with all the TVs, all the fresh drinks, and fantastic food specials every single night. Milestone Tavern is open every day and the favorite spot for our Mission Prep Royals. Milestone Tavern, go check them out.
Isaiah Kitt getting helped off the field. And Mission Prep Football is presented by California Fresh Market, offering the ultimate variety of USDA prime and premium beef. Their meat and fresh seafood department selection is unmatched. California Fresh Market, a proud presenting sponsor of Mission Prep Football.
Third and short. We just saw a third and short situation go sour for the Royals. So the Cardinals right now looking to capitalize, get that extra yardage, and keep their hopes alive. They're down by 8, and it's about to go to the fourth quarter, so time's of the essence.
Handoff right up the middle. The fullback with a nice gain for the first down. Jason Lotu with the carry. Good first down pickup for the fullback. As we go to a quick break, Mission Prep Football continues on PSN TV.
Get a head start on your New Year's goals with Kennedy Club Fitness. Locations all over San Luis Obispo County. You've got classes, sauna, steam room, tub, and a heated pool. It's where I work out. It's Kennedy Club Fitness.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
We've made it to the fourth quarter. And you know what that means. It's presented by Milestone Tavern, the official hangout spot of your Royals after every home game. And some road games, if I guess we can make it back in time.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good place to hang out post-game, home or away.
Rojas hands it off to his back in the game, Mauia. And that brings up a second down and 11 after Lopez gets into the backfield to slow that one down.
And looks like one of the linemen for Bishop Diego is having some issues getting back off the field. Looks like Aiden Garcia, who's going to take some additional assistance here. I'm not sure if it's heat causing cramps or what's happening, but the Cardinals are seeing the major thing they didn't want to see happen in this game, which is injuries compounding on through this game, especially here lately. So we'll be keeping an eye on them.
11:38 on the clock. We're going to take a timeout with the Royals leading 14-6 from La Playa Stadium.
California Fresh Market. California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep Football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football on PSN TV. Our score is 14-6. Royals lead, looking for their first win of the season here from Playa Stadium. Handoff out of the backfield from Rojas. And the back escapes one tackle. Can't escape the second. And the carry once again by Mauia. And Mauia gaining 4 yards, bringing up 3rd and 7 for Mission Prep. And I fixed our audio situation. So we're making progress here today.
Audio wizard added to the resume. As you said, Mauia escaped the first tackle, but not the second one. Connor Lopez, one of the great tacklers for this Royals defense, coming in on that swarm tackle. And that's what defensive coordinators always say, swarm, finish, finish, finish. And that's why you see Connor Lopez doing it and making it 3rd and long.
Rojas takes the shotgun snaps, looking for a throw. Scrambles with the pressure coming. And with Champ Morrissey on the chase, he's chased out of bounds by by Luke Terry, the son of defensive coordinator Eric Terry.
You know, I'm sure Eric would jump in given the chance, but Luke Terry taking care of the job for him instead, as Luke came, really used the sideline to his advantage, bump him out. That's too much yardage there on 3rd down. Obvious statement as they're moving the chains, but this drive going to be the critical one for the Cardinals. If they're able to tie this here, completely is going to change the dynamic. So this may as well be 2 minutes left on the clock.
Royals showing blitz. Handoff up the middle. Got some speed out the left side and brought to the turf. And that is Lotu with the carry.
Jaden Oziel getting the wheels out and making the tackle happen. And that's going to keep things going. Now in the red zone for the first time, the Cardinals going to try to make some magic happen. We've only seen them operate outside the red zone so far in this game. This deep end, they haven't been inside the 20. The one touchdown that they've scored came from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, 32-yard touchdown for the Cardinals, unable to convert the extra points. Working on a center, shifts both of his ends, and we have a whistle coming out. Timeout taken as the Cardinals were unprepared for that play. Little miscommunication, so we're going to take timeout with them. Mission Prep is driven by California Fresh Market and Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn.
First and 10 from the 20 in the red zone. The Cardinals hand off to the right side. And pushing out. Bartley looking for the first down. Gains a good chunk of yardage inside the 15 to the 14. That is a 6-yard pickup for Bartley. And Ian Bartley, the sophomore, sending 5'7", gets the Cardinals even closer to the end zone. Handoff faked, pass incomplete, firing down the left hash mark. Flint, the intended target. Michael Flint, the intended target.
Haven't seen too much play action out of the Cardinals here tonight. Mainly been using the rollout options to extend their pass coverage. Normally you go with that play action not just to bring up the defense, but it gives the time for the receivers to get open. Receiver was open there, but incomplete.
Steven, it's time to start thinking about our player of the game, presented by Jennifer White, Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White, that is, in San Luis Obispo. And here's the handoff. Ball's loose. Ball's on the ground. And the Royals come up with, and that's Drew Harrigan with the fumble recovery at the 11-yard line. Mission Prep's ball. Yeah.
And we talk about that pitch dive so much and how it allows the quarterback to get upfield and be part of the blocking. Well, there's the issue. If it bounces off the head of the running back, that bounces straight back to the defense and gives them a chance to get it first. Drew Harrigan had his head on straight, dives on it. Royals ball. What an exciting play and what a key moment for this Royals team.
I told you I was all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
There we go. It's all it takes.
Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White serves San Luis Obispo County, helping residents select the best home and auto coverage to protect their property and belongings. Book your appointment today at 805-548-8530. And that first play doesn't go very far, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
Ronnie Kardashian trying to dash up the middle and wrapped up by Tristan Fui right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. They've been trying to use that 10 personnel look to get that quick dive for Ronnie Kardashian, hoping a lighter box will help him out, and it has for the most part. But Tristan Fui, he's quite a player, hard to get by.
2nd and 10 for the Royals from their own 11. Pass incomplete to Vinny Orlando from Thomas Glenn. And the fourth quarter presented by Milestone Tavern. The fourth quarter presented by Milestone Tavern, the official post-game hangout for Mission Prep Athletics. Milestone Tavern located 972 Foothill Boulevard in University Square.
Well, 3rd and long. They had a dive play and then an incomplete pass, and here we go. This is a critical play, not just for this drive, but for this game.
3rd and 10 for the Royals. Hand off to Harrigan. Harrigan gets caught at the line. They're going to give him 2 yards, bringing up a 4th down. And the home crowd starting to get excited here on a 4th and 8. And we're going to see Thomas Glenn come out with the punt unit, doing multiple duties, bringing me back to the days of Jack Susank doing multiple duties.
Yeah, absolutely. Something that might get some head scratching right there is why would you run a dive play on 3rd and long? The answer is you really got to consider what happens if things go wrong. You throw the ball there, it's a quick pick 6. The emphasis there, control, try and get that room up the middle. That just did not appear.
Good punt straight down the field. Takes a bounce in favor of the Royals across the 50 to the 46, to the 45. Make that the 44-yard line of Bishop Diego, who gets the ball with 8 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Live from La Playa Stadium on the campus of Santa Barbara City College. Royals lead 14-6. And Mission Prep football is presented by California Fresh Market. California Fresh Market is your headquarters for all your football party needs. Pick up your game day appetizers from the famous Wing Bar. California Fresh Market, a proud presenting sponsor of Mission Prep football. 1st and 10 from the Cardinals, their own 44-yard line. We'll say 45, 44, 45. There's a hair between both of them. And Rojas rolls out to the right side, still on his feet. Lotu with the carry. Working with a scrum of bodies are the Cardinals.
Into Royals territory, and really what the Cardinals are looking to avoid in this type of situation is another fumble. They've lost a couple of the Royals in this game that have come off of just losing control in the backfield. So they want to make sure that the ball is in the gut of the running back while he's running. And here it goes.
There's a bad snap. Rojas picks it up deep in their own territory, throws it away, and almost completed on the far side. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Rojas just had his head on straight there, knew it was a pass play, and just hucked it downfield. Right now there's a discussion of if there was an illegal receiver downfield, the O-line started pushing forward, knowing that that ball was fumbled up when it was snapped, and started run blocking, expecting him to take off. If he did, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. So we'll see. This is a critical discussion that we're not a part of, unfortunately.
We are not a part of this critical discussion, but I want you to know that MountainAir.com has a wide variety of outdoor gear that you'll meet all your outdoor adventure needs. Stop by and visit them on Marsh Street or check out themountainair.com. Open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they're our presenting first down sponsor for Mission Prep Football. And they're always open online, themountainair.com.
Well, 3rd and short here. And as we've seen, the yardage doesn't mean a lot. They've got to execute in the backfield. Anything can happen when the emotions are getting ratcheted up as they are as this game goes on.
Trips to his left. Rojas hands it up, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Pressure coming in the backfield. He's on the scramble. And Lucas Elmrick on the tackle along with Connor Lopez.
Yeah, Connor Lopez getting in there, getting the contact first as Elmer got around him as well. A lot of contact happening in the backfield, and, well, you don't want to see that. Rojas is on the ground, but a very impressive get-off by the Royals on 3rd down in a critical down situation. That was a great play, but we'll be taking just a moment here during the timeout.
That brings up a 4th and 16 when we return. Royals lead 14-6 on this injury timeout.
The team at CB Chevrolet would like to welcome you to the dealership in San Luis Obispo, where we're confident you'll find the vehicles you're looking for at a price you can afford. Come and check out our full selection of new Chevrolet vehicles or get a great deal on a reliable pre-owned model. No matter which vehicle you decide on, our professional finance team will help you get settled with a competitive financing or lease plan at CB Chevrolet in San Luis Obispo.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Jennifer White today at 805-592-1272. That's Jennifer White at 805-592-1272.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
Punt units out for the Cardinals. There we go, punt units out. And this punt set sailing. Takes a Cardinals bounce inside the 15 now. Rolls down towards the 10. It's going to be down at the 10 by the Cardinals. A solid punt from Bishop Diego. Mission Prep with the ball, 6:55 here in the 4th quarter. They lead by 8, 14-6. Feels like a very similar game to last week. Just the roles are kind of reversed.
A little bit. I will say with about 7 minutes left on the clock, last time the Royals started with the ball inside their own 10, that's about how much time came off. So if the Royals can get a strong drive here, that might be all they need, as they have been shown that they are more than willing to chew up the clock this season. This reminds me a lot of when I first signed on with Mission Prep, and Brian Kowal was the running back, and they just hang on to that thing time and time again.
Terry in motion, hand off to Glenn to Drew Harrigan. Harrigan churns forward to the 18-yard line, an 8-yard pickup for Mission Prep as the clock continues to run. 2nd and 2. They're going to give him 2nd and 1. Favorable gain for the Royals.
That off-guard carry has been really nice for Drew Harrigan. It's not that dive straight behind the center. He's going between the guard and tackle, that B gap, and it's just being able to get that scoop block behind the guard opens up a huge crease for the Royals. I think they're trying to aim it towards the more interior lineman between the two down linemen on the inside. It's been working great for them.
Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Pressure in the backfield, and the ball is down for a loss, bringing up third down and what probably would be 3. And Harrigan got stuffed in the backfield hard.
It looks like somebody had the wrong idea of which way the play was supposed to go. The way you read these plays into an offense, typically, I don't know how Mission does it for their end, but it's usually a number, a 1 or a 3 being to the right or being to the left, and that's how confusing it is. As the odd numbers go to the left, the even numbers go to the right. So 2, 4 would go to the right. So if someone gets a number switched, you switch which way you're going.
I'm already confused, Steven.
There you go.
It's third down and 3 for the Royals, trying to get to the 20 for the first down. Luke Terry in motion. I'm getting confused now already. And timeout taken. And it's going to be a Mission Prep timeout.
Well, Eric Terry was in motion too, just to call the timeout.
So there we go. I'm halfway right, 3 quarters wrong. Steven, one of the best things I love about our chat is that we get to see when Bishop Diego fans or our visiting fans chime in. And we have Brett Conway chiming in. He's a Bishop Diego fan, and this has been a great game. And I want to see Bishop Diego fight back in this one because I want to see this one go down to the wire.
Bishop Diego is one of those teams that I can cheer from for a distance because they very rarely play the local teams up here. They're part of the Marmonte League, which is a really tough league.
And a handoff to Harrigan. He's trying to find some room for the first down. And he comes up short. That's going to be a close call. They're going to say he's a yard short. Picking up 2 yards on third down, making up the loss from second down, which is now fourth down. A lot of downs there.
A lot of downs there. It's interesting comparing the Royals right now because you look at Drew Harrigan's jersey, and it looks like he's playing on dirt. Of course, they're not. This is an artificial surface. But just from how much sweat and interaction they've had with the opposing players, it looks like Drew Harrigan has been playing in one of the muddier games we've had. It's just showing how hard a lot of these players are working, going both ways, that you can turn a white jersey muddy brown.
And we have the punt unit out. Thomas Glenn back to boot this one away. And that one goes right down the pipe. And they're going to try to return this one. And they muff the return, having to fall on it at their own 49-yard line. Cardinals come up with a lifesaver there, or shall we say a life vest.
Well, maybe a lifesaver is more accurate because that kind of sucks. The way that they were running to go catch it and couldn't quite communicate, weren't quite sure which way they wanted the return to go, and it just falls in the middle of 2 returners. And now rather than having a good return out of it, they're playing out of their own field. Granted, they're shallow in their own territory. It's going to be at the 49, but really had a chance to do something there and got a little too overeager.
-1 on the drive chart right now. Ball spot at the 49, 1 to 50, midfield. Quarterback change following the Rojas injury. Rolling out to the right side. And carrying this one is John Michael Flint, the sophomore backup quarterback.
Well, they had a quarterback changeover from last season, and Flint was one of the guys battling for a position. So even though Rojas is went down earlier in this game, they're still well equipped. They still have players that are ready to jump in and fill in that role, which is a great situation to be in.
Michael Flint under center now. Ball comes loose. Mission Prep ball. And Champ Morrissey falls on it. And it's going to be Mission Prep ball at the 42-yard line.
Champ Morrissey. He shot through the line like a comet to go get that ball and just pick that up. You talk about the heads-up plays. How many fumble recoveries is that for this defense now?
I count 3. We have Harrigan, Terry, and Morrissey.
What a play by Morrissey there. Sniffing out the bad quarterback exchange and getting the possession back. You look, 4 minutes left. That's mighty low for the Cardinals. Royals going to look to chew up this clock as much as they can and force them to take the timeouts.
4:08 on the clock here. Handoff to the back. And Chill's still churning. That's a first down. And you know who carried that ball?
Drew Harrigan, of
That's
course.
right.
That runaway freight train, as soon as he smelled him blowing the water, he's trying to put the foot down, finish things off, moving the chains deep into Cardinals territory. Drew Harrigan, just an absolute beast with the ball in his hands.
And that is first down, a Mountain Air first down. The Mountain Air is that first down brought to you by the Mountain Air for all your outdoor adventure needs in downtown San Luis Obispo since 1975, located on Marsh Street. First and 10 for the Royals in Cardinal territory. Luke Terry with the handoff, trying to get outside the numbers, turn upfield, gets out to the 40-yard line before he's shoved out of bounds. And the clock continues to run. And we have another official stoppage.
I think this is a signal timeout. They signaled towards the Bishop Diego side. I think this is not an official timeout. It's a called timeout.
A called timeout, so we'll take the call with them. Mission Prep leads 14-6 with 3:14 remaining in this contest.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Mission Prep football is driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you can count on Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
I just took a look at the out-of-town scoreboard real quick. Clovis East AG reporting a score. And again, this is Max Prep, so take it with a grain of salt. 35-7 Clovis East against AG right now. So that's a rough one for the Eagles, who had a strong opener. So we'll see how they respond to that. But right now, the Royals trying to close out the game of their own. 14-6 with 3:14 left. This is a close one and a critical drive for the Royals.
Thomas Glenn comes onto the field with the call from head coach David Schuster. 3:14 on the clock. It is 2nd down and 6 for the Royals. And tackled in the backfield. Quick gobble up. And in on that one is Ashton Zimmerman.
And Zimmerman came from the far side and was able to grab Harrigan back from behind. That's not something you want to see. A simple chip block stops that from happening. So somebody didn't quite read the assignment there, and leads to a 3rd down when there could have been more.
3rd down and 6. No gain, no loss on the previous carry. Hand off to Harrigan. Harrigan met in the backfield and quickly taken down by Mays Passe.
Well, that shows you why he's getting offers from Fresno State, Oregon State, Nevada, San Diego State, UNLV. Name a, well, I was going to say Pac-12. That doesn't exist anymore. Or Mountain West team, a conference that does exist. They're taking a look at him. It's going to bring out a timeout for Bishop Diego and a decision time for Mission Prep.
We'll join them in the quick timeout. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football, presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai, San Luis Obispo.
Family is ingrained in the core values of Mission Prep. So when picking cars, why not stay with family? And that means Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Yup, Hyundai Slow, located right on Auto Park Way off of Los Osos Valley Road, keeps it in the family with the Mission Prep familiarity involved. So go check out Hyundai Slow today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. And tell them the Royals sent you.
We ain't got to worry about college football here because it's high school football, and the Royals are leading 14-6 live from Playa Stadium. I'm Brian Stanley. Joining me is Stephen Hodges, my cameraman Thomas Bowden, up on the top deck tonight. And the punt unit out. Thomas Glenn boots this one away. Takes a good bounce for Mission Prep inside the 10. Rolls down to the 6. And the Royals trying to give it some wind. That was Armin Clayton trying to get it down to the 5. That's a solid punt for the Royals, who themselves started at the 3 of their own, resulting in a 97-yard drive for the score. 2:23. Cardinals have quite a field to work with.
Long field, 1 timeout, 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. Sorry, 23 seconds left. This is the type of situation you'd love to be in if you're a quarterback. Unfortunately, they're on their backup quarterback. They've had some injuries on the line. This isn't an ideal situation for the Cardinals. They still got to find a way to finish.
Cardinals couldn't finish last week on a buzzer beater drive. Stopped at the goal line. That pass complete to the right side, and Champ Morrissey on the tackle along with Lucas Elmrick, stopping the Cardinals. Ian Bartley, a short 3-yard gain on the pass. 2 minutes to go here in this contest. I waved that one incomplete. And we have another injury on the field as Michael Flint threw that pass. And we're going to join them in this quick timeout. Mission Prep football continues.
Get a head start on your New Year's goals with Kennedy Club Fitness. Locations all over San Luis Obispo County. You've got classes, sauna, steam room, tub, and a heated pool. It's where I work out. It's Kennedy Club Fitness.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
It's time for an MPG upgrade at Sunset Honda.
Save big with Sunny's end of summer deals at Sunset Honda. Like 3.29% financing for 60 months on select pre-owned Hondas. Or take advantage of $1,250 in Honda loyalty on every new Ridgeline and get 2 years of free scheduled maintenance with any new 23 Honda.
Plus, get a $25 gas card just for taking a test drive.
Trade in your gas guzzler today and get 1,000 over Kelly Blue Book from the start.
Get started today at sunsethonda.com.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football on PSNtv. I'm Brian Stanley. Joining me is Stephen Hodges. We are in Game 2 of the season. Mission Prep leads 14-6, looking for their first win of the season, as the Bishop Diego Cardinals are driving, facing a 3rd down and 7 from their own 10-yard line, looking to get back in this one, chasing their own win, their own first win of the season as well. Live from La Playa Stadium. Here's the snap. Michael Flint on the run. And Michael Flint gets out to the 21, maybe the 22-yard line, coming up short of the first down, 4th and 1.
It's Gabe Almada making the tackle there in the open field. Down lineman, you don't see him chasing down all that often like that, and makes it happen. So going to be 4th and short. This is the game.
4th and short. That pass broken up. Well, not broken up, but the attempt to get downfield broken up. And that is going to be a turnover on downs. The ball goes to the Mission Prep Royals at the Cardinals' 15-yard line with 1:21 remaining here in this contest, presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Mission Prep finishing out the drive strong, looked like Connor Lopez in on that tackle for a loss, giving the Royals back the ball with 1:21 left with only one timeout. Maths dictates as long as the Royals keep control of the ball, this should be all it takes. And that's been a question, though. We've had some bad exchanges both last week, once tonight. They've got to be focused and finish this out, and now get them their first one in the left side of the column.
A jump at the line, flags flying from all sides. And that's going to be on the Royals.
And that's already one mistake. Luckily, a fairly harmless one if they keep control. Just got to run the clock down here. Of course, Mission Prep looking pretty good as far as things go. Didn't have many players have to come off the field, unlike Bishop Diego. We'll be keeping them in our thoughts. Hopefully they're able to get healthy. They've already dealt with injuries, but even still, Mission Prep will have a chance to heal up a little bit this next week, as it's going to be a bye week. They're doing their Kairos retreat that they always do in the early part of the season. So it'll be a couple weeks before we get back on, regardless of the result here.
And the first knee taken by the Royals. And the Cardinals have one timeout left.
Mathematically makes no sense to take it. As they take the timeout, you're just forcing them to take another kneel down. So they're just going to wind the clock down, take another knee here in a second, and that'll be it.
Approaching the 1 minute mark now. 60 seconds remain in this contest. And the Royals are going to pick up their first win of the season, barring any fatal mistakes here in the last 48 seconds now.
Yeah, hand went up at 44. So that should do it.
Well, they should have one more snap.
Well, you got a 40-second play clock. They snapped at 40, so that should have been it. There they go. They're heading off the field. That is a Royals victory, and that will be the first one of the year. A big upset, taking on Bishop Diego, the biggest private school in Santa Barbara, a contender of the Marmonte League. That's a big win for Mission Prep.
That is a big win, and the Royals finish this one out. As I make the scoreboard final, there we go. It is final. We'll update the scoreboard. 14-6. Royals win. Royals win. Royals win. I just felt like doing that, being a little different.
I mean, the energy's granted. Energy is needed. The Royals just pulled off a giant upset. Bishop Diego is a team that's up there with the St. Joe's. That bodes well for league play for Mission Prep. That's going to help their strength of schedule, help them host games come playoffs. This is a monumental victory for Mission Prep. This isn't one that you look, this is a traded game from McLean last year. This isn't like beating McLean. All due respect to the team from Fresno. Bishop Diego's got a lot of D1 contenders on their team, guys that are expected to go play at that next level. Mission does too, and when you can go head-to-head and pull off that victory, boy, is it sweet.
The Royals meet on the far sideline with the coaching staff as the Cardinals come to the near sideline to represent with their fans that are still here, meeting with the cheerleaders. The Royals will take a moment on the far sideline.
I believe they're visiting with the injured players, specifically Rojas, who had a pretty bad injury, as well as Nick Molesky, who had a bad injury towards the end of the game as well. So showing their respects to players that worked hard, and unfortunately that just happens in the game sometimes. You take a lot of risks playing this game. It's not for everyone, and Royals showing their respects to the players that ended up on the poor side of that risk.
Steven, we got to think about that player of the game presented by Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White, serving San Luis Obispo County, helping residents select the best home and auto coverage to protect their property and belongings. Book your appointment today, 805-548-8530. And we'll be right back with that decision. Stay tuned for our post-game show. PSN TV rolls on. Our final score, Mission Prep 14, Bishop Diego Cardinals 6.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Jennifer White today at 805-592-1272. That's Jennifer White at 805-592-1272.
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back for the Mission Prep post-game show. I'm Brian Stanley, and joining me is Stephen Hodges. And Stephen, let's start with the recap of our scoring tonight. Our score is 14-6. Mission Prep gets the final score and the win, picking up their first win of the season, 1-1 on the year, handing the Bishop Diego Cardinals their second loss of the year, 0-2 on the year. One more non-league contest for the Royals before moving into Mountain League play, as the Royals greet their home fans, or their visiting fans from San Luis Obispo. It started with a 93-yard drive, finished off with Harrigan's 29-yard rush up the middle. 6-0 was our score. Mission Prep, that was at 3:20 in the second quarter. And then in the third quarter, 9:45 on the clock, Mauia scored on a 32-yard run. 6-6 was our score. The extra point, no good, going wide for the Cardinals, tied up. And then at 5:21 in the third quarter, Glenn connected with Lopez for a 36-yard touchdown pass. And then Glenn connected to Nozil for a 2-point conversion, making our final score 14-6. And Steven, it is that time. It's that time. And let's announce our Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White's Player of the Game. Drum roll, please. Not really good. Yeah. Granite countertop. We can't do the drum roll. We'll do a generic one there. We need to get a sound bite that. But what's our who do you got for our player of the game, Steven?
Well, when it's that time, there was that one player that stepped up. There we go. And that player, in my book, Connor Lopez. He was all over the place making defensive plays tonight. This was a defensive-focused game. There's certainly other very eligible players. You look, Drew Harrigan ran the laces off the ball, had a fumble recovery. But for me, Connor Lopez gained the pressure on the quarterback when needed, dropping back in coverage, making the tackle for loss that made the game final. That, to me, was what really decided things. It is really a team effort, particularly on defense. You don't beat great teams without a great team effort, and that's what we saw tonight from the Royals. But I'm not one of those guys that does and the team players, everybody. No, it's Connor Lopez tonight. Number one, captain of the team, showed it, played well, and that really, I mean, he exemplified what we saw all across the field. Guys like Luke Terry playing real well up on the offensive line. Just so much going right for the Royals tonight. Was not a high-scoring affair, so had to go with the defensive play. Connor Lopez, your player of the game.
Connor Lopez was our defensive player of the game last week, now improving to player of the game. But last week, definitely a close call between the players that we gave it to. We were up in the air between Harrigan and a number of other players. So
same deal this week.
Same
If
deal.
I had remembered that, may have swayed another way, but made the call. Connor Lopez.
But we gave it last week to Eric Terry for his touchdown, 65-yard touchdown reception. Luke Terry, Eric Terry, the Terry family got player of the game.
There you go.
How about that? They're all great family members.
They're all, everybody. That's one I'll give. The Terry family always player of the game.
There we go.
Actually, Connor Lopez tonight, big number one.
So the Bishop Diego Cardinals have a tough road ahead of them next week as they hit the road to take on Bishop's Knights, and they're out in La Jolla. That's a nice drive down to La Jolla.
Long drive, but like you said, nice drive. At least you're going down the coast. But, yeah, that's all the way down San Diego area.
And Thomas Bowden joining the show from the top deck. Steven's going to set down his mic as I go over the schedule for next week. As I said, the Bishop Diego Cardinals hit up Bishop's Knights down in La Jolla, 7 p.m. kickoff next Friday night. And your Mission Prep Royals back on the air Friday, September 8th, right here on PSNtv, facing the Aptos Mariners, a tough Mariner squad we saw last year up in Aptos.
Yeah, Aptos, they're another power run type of team. If they bring the same offense they did last year, it's going to be a lot of the triple option type looks, double wing, going to be a lot of running the ball. If you're like me and you love seeing the battle in the trenches, that's going to be one to see. It's going to be the first Friday of September back at Alex G. Spano Stadium on the campus of Cal Poly. Can't wait to be back in the friendly confines.
Back in the friendly confines. And don't forget, we have a game coming up on the 14th of September. That is a Thursday night game. I want you to mark your calendars because I don't want you to pop on our website or our YouTube channel on a Friday night. That is 3 weeks out. I want you to mark your calendar. Thursday, September 14th, we will be hosting the San Ynez Pirates, our first league home game, as we open league against the Pirates. And we'll have the coaches show for you coming up this next week as the Royals head into Kairos for spiritual celebration. And we will be back. Steven,
Brian?
appreciate you joining me all season long.
Always. Won't want to be anywhere else.
As much as you can join me, given other commitments we have.
Yeah.
Executive producer of this broadcast, Christopher Sylvester. Producers, Stephen Hodges, Brian Stanley, our cameraman, Thomas Bowden. Appreciate everybody with us tonight.